Welcome back, y'all. Today we are going to do part 2. I don't know what I was doing with my hands there, but today we're going to do part 2 of the watercolor drive-through. The last video I was only able to do the actual property tour because weather was just not really working with me and I didn't want to put out a poor video. So today we have a beautiful day out, so it will make for a great video. You'll see how beautiful it actually is here in watercolor. So let's go take a look. Alright, we're passing over Western Lake right now. And we are coming into watercolor. We are behind a golf cart, so we're moving a little bit slower than usual. It's alright. I don't mind going slow through 38. It's a lot safer for all the pedestrians anyways, and it's a nice view. Definitely a beautiful area for just kind of walking about. I really enjoy walking, except when I roll my ankles and break my feet, but you know, for the rest of the time it's pretty enjoyable. Not such a difficult impact on my joints. Thank you, Army. You can see up ahead our watercolor sign as we enter watercolor. As soon as we come through, on our left we're going to have Cerulean Park, and on our right we're going to have the Watercolor Beach Club, and then also the Watercolor Inn. So if we would take that, that would take us there. We've got a sign here to let you know where the town center and the resort and everything is, and Watercolor Crossings. Watercolor is massive. It's about 500 acres. You've got 6 different pools to choose from. There are a lot of amenities within the actual inn that residents and visitors alike have access to. But the remaining, you know, watercolor amenities are like outside of the inn are not for, you know, the inn guests. So in here you have the inn, the beach club, you've got fish out of water right up here. You've got some shops in through here. A bit of construction going on, so it's a little bit less sightly than it typically is, but still beautiful. Here's the inn right up here. The other one was the beach club. And then you've also got the kids beach up here, which is where you can take your children to learn to do all different kinds of water sports. Pretty awesome if you spend quite a bit of time here with your children or grandchildren. There's not a ton to see just on the 30A part, so I'm going to take us up through and into watercolor itself, the residential parts. So we are, as you can see, in the more residential part of watercolor. We've got these beautiful walking paths. Everything's very, you know, kind of natural looking, which I love. I'm going to take you to see Cerulean Park. So basically this area right ahead of me, you can see these little walking paths and this, you know, strip of grass right in here. They really decorate it. You can kind of see the lights a little bit. They decorate it so beautifully for Christmas. It is just magical. They really do a fantastic job. But that's Cerulean Park. And then right up here, we're going to have the boathouse. You can see this path on either side. So we've got the boathouse up here. And then you've got let's see, watercolor lake house. Boathouse and the marina. So you've got the lake house, the boathouse, and the marina. And if you look straight ahead, you can see that there is a walking path. So you've got a bridge going all the way across. It is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to step out since there does appear to be some parking today. I'll go ahead and park and show you guys what it's like. Here we go. The lake house over here, and then the boathouse. Over here, you've got all of this greenery. This is a great park. You can see right here, this is like a trailhead. So you can take this trail and go all around. What is going on with this thing? Let me fix my camera. Here we go. So here we have the map for watercolor. And here we have the water, or not the water, but the trailhead. So you can actually take this trail all the way through. There's a whole trail system here. You can see kind of starting here at this little deck area and going around this way. We've got a little event going on today. Here's a path you can see going all the way through Cerulean Park. Usually there are a bunch of flowers and stuff in bloom, but you know, we're in the winter yet, so we'll start seeing more come springtime. Show you guys this beautiful bridge. It's so picturesque, and it's just nice to be able to walk around and have all these different views as you're walking about. Here you have the boathouse. Look, aren't these cute? Yeah, like glass blown flowers, basically. And here we have Western Lake. And you can take this bridge all the way across. Pretty awesome. One of my favorite things possibly about watercolor is all of these walking trails and just everything that they offer as far as the amenities. Like I said, you've got Cerulean Park and the walking trails. You've got the lake house, the boat house, the 6 different pools, the beach access. There's just so much. Next, I want to show you guys the tennis courts. When you look at a map of watercolor, you'll see that it's kind of like 2 major parts. You know, you've got this side that's here to the west of Seaside, and then you'll see we're gonna kind of go over a bridge, and then we'll be on like the north side of Seaside. Seaside isn't a part of Watercolor, they're just sort of co-located, if you will. We're basically on the like backside or north side of Seaside right now. We're kind of driving around it. You can see here on our left, we've got part of that trail system. One thing you'll notice about watercolor is that all of the colors are a little bit subdued. You know, it's meant to be, you know, kind of like watercolors. I will show you here Viridian Park. So you just got this little space right here. But then there's a walkway right here. You can't see it particularly well. But you got more of the trailhead here. So they call this little area Viridian Park. I don't always remember where absolutely everything is. It is so easy to get turned around back here when you're just driving about. So I do have my little map with me so I can remember where everything is. Thankfully they have these signs too, so we know Camp Watercolor, Watercolor Crossings, the tennis courts are all going to be up here. I should be coming in on it here in just a second. Tennis courts. Yeah, here we go. Right here on our right, you've got the tennis courts. You've also got the tennis center. Up ahead, we'll have Camp Watercolor, Watercolor Crossings. We'll head that way. We'll just kind of pass through the tennis area. Beautiful just, you know, driving through here, just watercolor itself. You just feel like you're kind of escaping the hustle and bustle of 30A itself by dipping back here into watercolor and just, you know, bicycling around, walking, jogging, driving. You know, it's a little bit cold out for some of us, so I prefer driving with my heat turned on. I'm kind of a wimp when it comes to the cold, sorry. Just crossed over the creek a minute ago, so we're going to keep following this up, and eventually it'll kind of make a curve, and that's when we'll know that we've hit Camp Watercolor, because it'll kind of curve about and it'll be right in the center. There will also be these handy dandy signs right up here telling us that we're coming up on it. So it was the next one. up here, we've got Camp Watercolor. So this is cool because you've got this awesome playground, you've got water. I thought I would, come through and I feel like I'm going the wrong way on this. I should have gone the other way. Back out. Go back the other way. Just in case. But I wanted you to kind of see, you've got the kids' water park right here. I don't want to take my GoPro stick over there, my Osmo, and record people's kids, so I'm sorry I'm not going to get you a better view. I thought it might be empty given how cold it is right now, but I do see that there are quite a few children over there, and I just think it's weird to record other people's kids, even my own kid, and put it on YouTube. You got the mail center right here. Take you around, you can see a few more of these amenities over here at Camp Watercolor. So you've got basketball hoops here, and you've got this kind of a little water park, if you will, right here. I don't really see anyone in that, so I guess it is too cold for some things. You've got one of the pools. I'll try to come back around and show it to you this way. I'm coming from the opposite direction. So using my Osmo, I don't want to necessarily get out and weird anybody out, so I'm just going to kind of record from here. Don't know how well you can see this pool area. Now we got a lot of vehicles here. I want to show you guys some of the Camp Watercolor part here, just so you can see how cool it is. Let me turn this around. So I'm just kind of walking up along the path. So check this out. You've got a lazy river, a zero entry pool. And I'm just getting you guys little snippets. You'll just have to come check it out in person, but at least this will give you an idea of what to expect. The basketball hoops, you can see more of that lazy river from here as well. Plenty of loungers there. You can hear music playing. Some kind of event going on today. Plenty of bike racks here for bicycle parking, which is fantastic because if you're just staying right in watercolor, why drive if you don't have to? It's actually warming up really nicely. It feels great out here now. It's even more of that lazy river. So cool. And here's the actual main building to Camp Watercolor. Like I said, I'm not going to go and record the actual playground because there were kids out there and that's just weird. Here you go, the main Camp Watercolor. The next spot I want to take you guys to is the watercolor frog pool. So, I should have turned there. I likely won't step out and get video of that as well. I just have a feeling there might be some children in there, but at least I can show you kind of where it is, and it just helps to facilitate showing you guys just how absolutely massive watercolor is. You know, I know I told you 500 acres, but it's kind of hard to picture 500 acres, but you see me driving through and just keep driving and driving and driving. It's like, wow, we're still in it. Yeah. I'm kind of taking one of the wouldn't say it's like a back road, but you know, not one of the more main roads. Show you what it's like kind of behind the properties, if you will. I think it's a little bit more fun. Show you what it looks like where the parking actually is instead of just where the road is. Everyone's probably like, where on earth do you park? It's just kind of hidden, kind of like over in Alice Beach. You know, you show the beautiful parts to the front and, you know, parking type areas to the rear. Got another beautiful pond over here to just hang out by. So the place that we're actually going is Sandhill Circle, and within that circle is going to be the frog pool. And I imagine that's what they're also calling Sandhill Park. And there's one of these cute little bridges. You just imagine, you know, you're out trying to jog your couple miles, and instead of being bored by the monotonous aesthetics that you keep passing through, you have all these different, you know, changes in terrain, changes in aesthetics, you know, beautiful houses to, you know, going over aesthetic bridges. Just makes it so much easier. I don't know many people that are like, I just love running, and then they run outside. Like, you just love moving your legs. They got treadmills for that, but typically it's like, I want to see beautiful scenery, and this is just awesome. So yeah, this straight ahead of us is Sandhill Park and also the frog pool. So we'll just kind of drive the circle around it before I take you to the crossings. Of course, you have your little playground right there. Definitely keep your head on a swivel when you're driving around through here, because folks are just gonna be all over the place. All right, so we're going to head over to the crossings, and this is going to show you where, you know, the shopping is. If you're going to get your groceries, it's also going to show you where 395 is. 395 will take you north to 98 or south to the beach. So it just kind of helps you with your orientation. One of the wonderful things about watercolor is that even though it isn't a gated community, it almost kind of feels like it, because there isn't a ton of parking for people to just come hang out. You have basically enough parking for, you know, you and whoever else is staying at that same location, but you also have everything that you need. So you don't have to, you know, go out to different areas of 30A to get your grocery shopping done or anything like that. Now, at the Watercolor Crossings, it is, you know, a Publix that's accessible you know, to everybody. Everybody can go through there, you know. You don't have to even live on 38 to go to the Watercolor Crossings Publix. It's a Publix, you know. It's not gated in or anything, but it's very close proximity to wherever you would be staying, whether part-time, long-term, medium time, here in Watercolor. And then, like I said, there's quite a bit that's just north of Seaside. So if you wanted even more, you know, kind of boutique options for getting some shopping in, then you have Seaside right there, pretty well within walking distance, depending on where exactly the property you're staying in is located. We got a park right here. Now, right up here on the left is going to be phase 5. That's where I showed you guys the property on my last video. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll put a link right here somewhere for you, and you can see this new build on Climbing Rose. It is seriously my favorite property I have ever toured at this point. It is absolutely gorgeous. The builder did such a great job. It was Minshew Construction. They're also the ones listing the property. Go check it out. It's gorgeous. All right, so straight ahead, you've got, you know, Pizza by the Sea and your Publix right here. So this is, you know, Watercolor Crossings. This right here is going to be $3.95. So you can take this north, like I said, to 98 or south back down towards the beach. But this is going to be, you know, your shopping area, and I'll drive you around it just a little bit. I do believe there's a second entrance over here, or I might have missed it. Yes, I missed it. Come back. There we go. I could have sworn there was a second entrance, or maybe this is the second entrance. Ah, yeah, here we go. There is quite a bit of parking for 38. This is kind of awesome. If you really need to come do some shopping, it's awesome. So you've got Pure Bar here. So for your, you know, dancing, your electric bikes, you've got a nail and spa right here, the UPS store, you've got an ice cream place and cookies, and then of course your Publix. So really everything that you could possibly need. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tour of Watercolor, the part 2 of last week's video. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, ding the bell, so that you get notified every time I do another video. And I will see y'all at the next one. Bye.